Hello, guys. How is everybody doing? Welcome in to Rover Sports. Wanted to get into a very important topic tonight. The topic tonight is Dwayne Haskins. I understand that I flip-flop a lot through this draft process, and I don't stick on one opinion for more than 4 days. I think it is important to note that a lot of people change their opinions over the course of time, and I believe it is healthy to change your opinion over the course of time. And when new data presents itself, I like adapting my opinion. It allows me to be open-minded. It allows me to listen to new influences. It allows me to take in new information. If you're offended that I change my opinion every 2 days, I am not pretending to be an NFL general manager. I am just a kid that just happens to have a camera on my computer that happens to talk. I have no expertise. I have no credibility. Everybody says, you're ruining your credibility with this take. That's what everybody says. The great news about making a YouTube channel is that I could say whatever I would like. I don't need credibility. I like doing this for the people that like the videos, and the people that dislike the videos, they actually enjoy the videos because they're able to say how wrong I am. And it's a fun back and forth game. It's enjoyable for some of the people on here. It is. This take right here that I'm going to present is not a popular opinion, but I hope that the opinion is a refreshing opinion. And it's my own personal opinion. And I'm going to say it right now without any further ado. You see the THs there? Getting a little bit better in that regard. This is a hot take. This is a take that nobody is saying. That's why it's an interesting take. And that's why it might be a ridiculously dumb take. I think that the team that takes Dwayne Haskins will be either the Jaguars reaching for Dwayne Haskins, or Dwayne Haskins will be going to Miami or Washington, and he will be going outside of the top 10. Because when I look at Dwayne Haskins and I view what I can view, which is his social media profile, he is reciting lyrics of Jay-Z in the social media profile. He is constantly on social media looking at what Stephen A. Smith said about him, that he's more of a running quarterback. Stephen A. Smith is a guy that's excellent on basketball. He's pretty good on football. I disagree with his opinion there, but a lot of people are harsh on Stephen A. Smith for that opinion on Dwayne Haskins. The fact is about Stephen A. Smith is that he's amazing at what he does. That take wasn't a good take by Stephen A. because Dwayne Haskins is not a good runner at all. He's a thrower. But to me, Dwayne Haskins is too young. He's a little bit, this is what I'm going to say about Dwayne Haskins, and I know that Haskins probably isn't going to come on my show. And frankly, I don't have any NFL players on my show, and if I ever have any NFL players on my show, I'm probably not going to be as interesting in these videos because I'm going to be catered, neutered, watered down, circumcised, castrated, whatever word you want to use in this instance. But Dwayne Haskins is on social media. He's on Instagram. He's tweeting nonstop. He's tweeted over 1,000 times. He uses emojis. He's a very young emojicon guy. And I don't know if he's mature enough to get into a locker room and to lead a group of men, to lead an offensive lineman. Are offensive linemen going to kill themselves for Dwayne Haskins? Is he going to be a leader that galvanizes the New York Giants, or is he going to be hanging out with Odell Beckham and posting selfies on Instagram, on Twitter? Is he an Instagram, Twitter quarterback, or is he a quarterback who cares? Is he a quarterback that is going to get in there and that is going to relate to the offensive lineman, that is going to relate to the coaching staff, that is going to be humble throughout this process? You cannot go off of what Ohio State coaches say about Dwayne Haskins because they want Haskins to go high. They don't want to burn their bridges with a former alumni, Ryan Day is never going to say a bad thing about Haskins because they want Ohio State kids to go high in the draft and they want Haskins to be an ambassador of the school. When I look at Haskins, he's young, very confident, and that confident is cockiness, and that's where it draws kind of a line with me. I believe Haskins is overconfident, cocky, and I don't think he's going to get along with people in the locker room. And I see Haskins fading out in about 4 or 5 years, being a Geno Smith, getting recycled through the NFL process, being a backup, being all these players, and I see him flaming out. That is just me. I see him being a flame out in the NFL. And if the Giants are going to draft a flame out at the 6th overall pick, then the New York Giants are going so far off course with what I want them to do that I'm just going to watch from afar. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have that smirk on my face and say, I told you so. And I'm going to watch the whole thing go up in flames, just like Ben McAdoo. That's what's going to happen. If the Giants draft Dwayne Haskins, they are done. Good luck with Dwayne Haskins. Every social media fan on here wants Dwayne Haskins. Good for the Giants. Good for them. I'll be done. I'll be done with the team. I'll watch the team. Maybe on Sundays I'll root for the team, but that's just me. You know, because I want to be proud of what the Giants represent. So, you look at Saquon, Odell, and Dwayne Haskins, way too much social media firepower for my liking. Get a Jonah Williams, get a Devin White, get a Quinnen Williams, get a real boring guy that on social media is not going to be all the time on social media. From a quarterback position, you are going to be scrutinized more. When you're a wide receiver, you go on social media, you're going to be fine. If you're a cornerback like Jalen Ramsey, you could be the best. If you're Antonio Brown, you could be the best players on social media. And you could be on social media saying curse words and everything and going nuts all the time, and you could still be a very effective player. But I don't want that player for the Giants. Odell Beckham is already that type of player. So that's with me about Haskins. I think he's a social media guy. I think he's on social media way too much, quoting rap lyrics. I just think he's crazy. He's on Instagram. He's so distracted by social media, by the likes, by everything, by the limelight, by becoming a superstar, that he's getting lost in the sauce, as Johnny Manziel once did. And he's going down a slippery slope, and I worry about Dwayne Haskins and his ability to succeed. Maybe Dwayne Haskins will use this video and he'll be able to call me out someday as he's able to hoist a Lombardi trophy with the Giants, with the Redskins, with whatever team he goes to. I hope for the best for Dwayne Haskins. When I review his tape on the field, I do see a lot of good things. The guy has a very strong arm. The guy's elusive enough in the pocket. The guy shows anticipation with his throws. The guy is pretty bright in the film room, very confident guy. So there is things to like, and he does have the arm strength to get the ball to each half of the field. I just worry. I think he's overconfident. I think he's too into social media. I think he's a little bit more into social media than he is with his linemen. I don't know if the offensive line is going to like Dwayne Haskins. And again, I'm just a guy that's just sitting here and giving you my opinion on the situation. My opinion can absolutely change. The combine interview could blow me away. There could be some more interactions that he does with his teammates that can make me fall in love more with a Dwayne Haskins as a prospect. But a lot of people rule out certain quarterbacks in certain situations because of personality. It's why Joshua Rosen was drafted number 10 overall last year. It had nothing to do with his throwing motion, and it had everything to do with Jim Mora saying that Josh Rosen is a guy who ruffles feathers, with Trent Dilfer saying that Josh Rosen is a guy that you have to over-explain things to, where certain teammates did not like Rosen. Certain people thought that he was arrogant, and those fears are going to creep into the minds of general managers, and whether they want to admit it or not, that is why he's going to slide down draft boards, is because of social media, because of the outside factors. With Lamar Jackson last year, Teams had questions whether he could throw. The Wonderlic score was not very good. And I do believe that that did factor in to teams passing on Lamar Jackson. And I'm just telling you, going on social media, saying you want to be a Giant, saying to Saquon Barkley in social media that you want to be a Giant, it's going to turn certain teams off, and it's going to turn off guys like Dave Gettleman that are not into social media. But who knows? Dave Gettleman already signed Odell Beckham Jr., and Dave Gettleman could go even further off the tracks with this Dwayne Haskins signing. So just continue to do everything that Rover doesn't want you to do, and you'll end up in a place of going 4-12, 3-13, and the whole thing will just turn to crap already. Just yield the program to the fans and just let the fans just drive the bus on what you want to do. If it was up to me, if you're going to draft a quarterback, you take a Drew Lock. I would definitely take Kyler Murray over Dwayne Haskins if you're going to ever go quarterback, because Kyler Murray is actually focused on football, unlike Dwayne Haskins. Kyler Murray is very driven, very focused on his craft and what he loves to do. Okay, that's just my opinion. Maybe Dwayne Haskins is that way. We shall see if Dwayne Haskins will prove this video to be idiotic and wrong like most of my videos are already. Hence my Jared Goff takes, my Rams takes, disgusting takes all over the place. Luis Perez, Davis Webb, a lot of terrible takes that are out there for you. So this could be another terrible take. So we'll see. I'm sure I'll get called a lot of names with this take. I'm sure that'll happen. And I'll try not to get pissed off by it. I'll try not to. But anyways, I had to record this video. It's been on my mind day, afternoon, and night. Morning, afternoon, and night. Is Dwayne Haskins, is he on social media too much? Is he peppering the Giants too much on Instagram, on social media? If you're a defensive end doing that, I don't think it's as big of a deal. I draw the line at the quarterback. The quarterback is the leader of the organization. Name one other good quarterback that is constantly on social media that is that prevalent. I can only name about one player, Baker Mayfield. That's the only guy I can name. Everybody else is up and down. Cam Newton's up and down on social media a lot. Whatever guys are on social media a lot. I don't even think a lot of guys are. I don't think Russell Wilson's big into social media. I don't think that Deshaun Watson is. Derek Carr's kind of into social media. Jimmy Garoppolo's not into it. Tom Brady didn't have Twitter. Peyton Manning didn't have social media. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers very prevalent on social media, but Aaron Rodgers also is hated by so many people, and that's also the downfall of his career right now is his relations with his teammates. Brett Favre was not on social media, and he was more well-liked by his team. Kirk Cousins isn't on social media a lot. When you look at NFL quarterbacks, are they on social media? Dak Prescott barely on social media. So what quarterbacks are on social media? Is Marcus Mariota on social media? Not very much at all. What quarterbacks are out there? What quarterbacks are on social media a lot? You point me to a quarterback that posts emoticons, that posts lyrics of music, that does that on the regular, and you're going to have a very fine line of quarterback. And that's why with Dwayne Haskins, is he going to be able to retain the material when he gets to the locker room? Is he going to be able to lead? Is he going to be able to teach? Is he going to be able to inspire? Is he going to be able to take over the organization? Is this guy going to drive the bus? Do you want this guy driving the bus? Do you have confidence in Haskins? Will teammates love Dwayne Haskins? Will he lead the defense? Will he lead this entire team? When you look at Baker Mayfield leads that team. When you look at Deshaun Watson, he leads that team. When you look at Patty Mahomes, Mahomes is the guy. Mahomes is a team guy. Everybody loves Mahomes in that locker room. Everybody swears by Patty Mahomes. That's what you have to look at. Jimmy Garoppolo, Tom Brady, Mahomes, the great quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson, Andrew Luck, the elite of the elite quarterbacks. Jameis Winston wasn't able to do that. He had that E to W speech. He was corny in Tampa Bay. Will Winston take over the locker room? That's what you look at when you're deciding if you're going to draft a quarterback or not. And that's why Dwayne Haskins will be drafted outside of the top 10. He will be drafted after Kyler Murray, after Drew Lock. He will slip down draft boards. I am saying it right now.